Hello and welcome to the third Historics auction of the year. On Saturday, the auction itself, I will be up here on the rostrum banging this very gavel and selling some wonderful cars to their new owners. We have got a huge variety on offer, and to help me guide you through some of them are YouTuber and car expert Tom Exton and auction expert Mathew Priddy. But before we get to them, I need to show you this. It is a 2014 Formula One replica, and it has been painted to replicate Michael Schumacher's 1997 Ferrari racing car. But the best thing about this is round the back is road legal. Yep, it's got a registration plate and it has done already over 300 miles. The engine, it's a Kawasaki ZZR 1100 motorbike engine, and it also has the gearbox, so it will be pretty sprightly. And to change gear, it's got these paddle shifts. Now, the estimate for this is between £45,000 and £55,000, and oh my gosh, the ultimate shopping trip. Not that you can get many bags in. This is a 1988 Jaguar XJS Lynx Eventer. Now, when Jaguar did not put an estate on the back of its XJS, a coach builder called Lynx did. It added about £7,000 plus VAT to the car's £21,000 price, but you ended up with a 155-mile-an-hour family estate car. The estimate for this machine is between £70,000 and £90,000, and I think it looks fantastic. Others might disagree. This is a 2004 Honda Integra Type R, and if you own one already, I salute you. It's a two-door front-wheel drive coupe. It's got a 2-litre 16-valve engine with just over 200 brake horsepower. It's good for 150 miles an hour, and it is bouncy, it is agile, it is so much fun. This could be yours. The estimate is from £13,000 to £18,000. Where do I sign? This is a 1989 Volkswagen Golf Mk2 van. Yes, you'll have seen the GTI. In fact, I owned one, but I have never ever seen a Mk2 van. These are rare, and this one has been lovingly restored over the last 12 months. Now, vans are supposed to carry things, but this one can carry people. Rear bench seat. Now, there is no reserve on this car, which means it doesn't have to hit a certain price before someone buys it, so you could, in theory, bid £1. I don't think you'll get it for £1 though, but it is at no reserve. Could it be yours? Woo! Anyway, here's Mathew with a few more cars.
Thank you, Vicky. Now on to my first pick. Now, I've gone for this Jaguar XKR 75th edition. Now, as the name gives it away, they're only 75 built. They were uprated, and this is 523 brake horsepower from a 5-litre V8. So it sounds epic. We had it running earlier, you've got to listen to it. So it's lot 244, 17 to 23 is the estimate. Inside is the later versions, so not just all engine, there are some prettier inside refurbishments. Feels a bit like a Range Rover in there. All the seat positions, very comfortable, but because it's upgraded both in engine and in its looks, it's probably a good bet also for residual values. And at £20,000, it's an incredible amount of money for an incredibly powerful car. Next up is something really interesting. Well, I think it's really interesting. It's a Volkswagen camper, but it's built by Daimler. Now, Daimler made yachts, and what they've done is taken all of their yacht technology and they've put it into this camper van. Now, interestingly, this cost, when new, 3 times what a Westphalia camper would have cost, and about equal to a S-Class Mercedes. When you look inside, it is full of nooks, crannies, clever technology. Every space is indeed used, and it's very clever. It's got a turbo diesel engine with a manual gearbox, so it also goes pretty well. Air conditioning, tinted windows, and one little clever thing at the back that I just want to show you, and this shows you a real attention to detail, is that in the back is bespoke fitted luxury. So you've even got your own little wardrobe. A perfect way to go camping. So this is lot 231. It's estimated £22,000 to £29,000. Swivel seats. I challenge you to find a cleverer use of space, and ultimately if you couldn't afford the daily yacht, maybe you can just afford the daily Volkswagen van. Next up, lot 134, and the last name in luxury, Mercedes-Benz. This is the 560 SEC, which is the top S-Class coupe of its time. 5.5 litre V8. This one only 30,000 miles from new, and the last two owners account for most of its life's history. Genuinely very well owned, in impeccable condition. So it's a flagship car, 30,000 miles. I don't think there's many more words that I can say that can sell this car to you. If you like these luxurious Mercedes, this has got to be pick of the bunch. Certainly one I'd recommend having a look at. Back in the main tent and this beautiful Alfa Romeo Montreal, but it's this Alfa Romeo here that I want to speak about because this is one of my favourites, a little step-nose junior, lot 196. If any of you know me, know that I'm a little bit of an Alfa Romeo fan, to a fault, I've lost fortunes on them, but these are really good news. And this particular example, in beautiful white coachwork here, has had an awful lot of restoration work and an awful lot of Alfaholics upgrades. So this right-hand drive example has a 2-litre Nord engine with Alfaholics Stage 1 tuning, good for 141 brake horsepower. So it's also got Alfaholics suspension, cylinder head, period radio, these great little 15-inch wheels. It is absolutely stunning. Of all the classics at the auction, this is possibly the one I'd like to really take home. The estimate's 40 to 50. It's punchy, but I think it's realistic. It's an absolutely stunning car, and it's really going to be worth that money in years to come.
Thanks, Matthew. Lot number 156 then is this 2010 Bentley GT Speed. It is powered by a W12 engine punting out 600 brake horsepower. It will do 198 miles an hour and 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds. The estimate on this car is a lot less than you'd expect, so go and check it out on the website. It's lot number 156. Lot number 197 then is this Porsche 912, originally produced in May 1965. That's actually only a few weeks into the production started on this particular model. It's for that reason this barn find may well be an example of an early Porsche test car. Don't know that for certain, but make sure you check out the full description on this car. It'll make an unbelievable project. The engine's out and has been rebuilt, but not fitted. But that's lot number 197. Get yourself a lovely little 912 project. Next up we have lot number 192, which is a Lamborghini Espada Series 3 from 1974. You can tell it's a Series 3 because they updated the grille. They did some revisions to the dashboard, they uprated the suspension, uprated the brakes, and generally just made it a better car. This is a really rare one because it's right-hand drive and a manual box. It's got a 4-litre V12 in the front of it. The odometer says just 19,000 kilometers, and the estimate is 70 to 90,000 pounds for this car. It is a seriously cool piece of Lamborghini history, and it's kind of what the FF was kind of born out of, Ferrari FF. So really, really cool car, and you never ever see these, not in this condition anyway. Really cool. This then, ladies and gentlemen, is a wild card to round things off. It's lot number 135, and this is what's called a Mini Moak. It's called Mini because it shares a load of its parts with a Mini. I'm sure you could probably recognize some of the Mini-esque elements of this. And Moak, which was, I'm told, an archaic dialect for a donkey. So I've never heard a donkey being called a Moak before, but there we go, you learn something every day. It's actually only done 14,000 miles, and it is right-hand drive as well. So perfect for a little cruiser in the summer, or chuck it down at your place in the south of France as you do. But really cool piece of kit. My parents actually loved these. When they used to go abroad on holiday, they used to bang on about Mini Moak. So this is kind of a car that's ingrained in my childhood to an extent, but that is lot number 135. And the estimate on that is about £13,000, I believe. So really, really rare little car.
We hope that that has tempted you to come along to Windsor and bid in person. We are right by the lakes. Our preview days are Wednesday, Thursday and Friday from 9 AM till 5 PM. And then of course we have the auction itself on Saturday the 16th of July. Things start at 9:30. You do need to register in order to bid. You can do it when you're here, or you can do it online.
And of course, check us out on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe so you do not miss any of the wonderful content with us three driving some amazing metal around. Check out the podcast on all available streaming platforms. And of course, finally, Instagram. Make sure you're following on there as well, because there's a little teaser of every car that's coming up on the Instagram account as well.
Yay! Until next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.